St. John in our first reading today reveals the theological truth that the Son and the Father are one, distinct, but oneness of Jesus is God, which really was what both St. Basil and Gregory were fighting against the heresy of that time. So we hear this at the beginning of this portion of the letter of St. John. But what St. John also reveals to us is really what's at the core of the heart of the Father, that we remain with the Father and the Son. We live and remain in the Father and the Son. It's that we have the great promise that comes from remaining in God, knowing Jesus and remaining in Him. And that great promise is, of course, eternal life. And that has to be the singular goal of all of us. And it's great at the beginning of this new year to recommit ourselves to that goal. Yesterday I was visiting with a family, and the mom, who knows the priorities of life, right? She says, my goal is to help my children know Jesus, that they remain in Him, so that relationship is there, so that when they stand before the Lord, it's just the completion of the relationship that has existed with God throughout their whole life. And they can have life abundant forever in heaven. And her kids are maybe between less than a year and 8, right? 8 or 9. And so, what a beautiful thing to know our singular goal. And knowing Jesus through the Scriptures and remaining in Him, remaining in God, helps us to recognize God, helps us to recognize what is truly of God in our life. So in our gospel, we have the Jews who were going out to see Him, who knew the Scriptures, who knew what the Messiah was supposed to look like. And they see enough of it in John that they're questioning, could this be the Christ? The Messiah was supposed to baptize. The Messiah was supposed to be calling people out into the wilderness, right? And so they recognize enough of what they know of the Messiah in Him because they know the Scriptures. So they listen to His words, right? And John clarifies it, right? I am not the Christ. I'm the one who is preparing the way. I'm the voice crying out in the wilderness. Do we know Christ enough from the Scriptures and remaining in Him that we can recognize what is truly of Him in this world and where that exists? And see the graces to truly call what is of God, and what is not of God, not of God. A lot of people are greatly confused about what is of God in this world. And they call a lot of things good that are not of God. Knowing Christ in the Scriptures and remaining in Him, letting Him abide, inviting Him to abide in us and us in Him, allows us to make that distinction. So we're truly following what the Lord offers us, following those signs in our life, leading us to Jesus Christ Himself, and strengthening that relationship that leads to the great promise of eternal life. So we should make, in these beginning days of this year, if we haven't already, I don't think we should always make resolutions. I don't think those are always so great. But maybe markers for us in this new year of how we're going to more faithfully adhere to all that is of Christ and let go what is not of Him in this world, so that we truly remain in Him, so we truly experience what is the offer of eternal life now in this world, so that we might truly enjoy it in the next.